Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson. We're going to do a very simple design with some twine, a few letters. We're going to make a home signature bottle. We'll use some spray paint. This is white, and yeah, we have a small little flower just to make it look a bit better as a final accessory. Yeah. So all you need is a brush or a glue gun. If you have one, you need some glue here. I use wood glue that sets clear, but if you can find clear glue, please go ahead and use clear glue. I have my mask here because when spraying, so when painting, you need to be able to cover your nose, especially if you're doing it indoors. Yeah, and then if you're not able to use a mask, please make sure you do it outdoors. Yeah, and make sure that you're at a very good distance when you're spraying, because you don't want that to be inhaled. So yeah, you need a scissors, of course. I got these letters, so these letters spell home. We have HOME here. Yeah, so I got these letters from Home Essentials, that's in Lusaka, Zambia, but you could also find these online. They come in different sizes. So these are the small ones, and I'm using the small ones because I want them to be able to fit on one bottle. Yeah, so I'm going to put the home on the bottle. You want them to be small, yeah, so that they can all fit. But in the case where you're using 4 bottles and you want to spell home, you'd get the bigger letters so that one letter fits on each bottle. But of course, these are too small to be used on a bottle each in the case of home. Yeah, so you can make any design if you want. You could spell a name, you can put love, you can put hope, you can put faith, you can put your Bible verse or whatever you like to personalize your bottles. But for this particular lesson, we're going to use home. Yeah, so you need spray paint. Of course, this is my go-to spray paint as usual. This is Spray Mate fast drying paint. It's the one that I usually use, and so far it's been working well for me. Yeah, it's a bit more pricey than the other types of spray paint that are available, at least in Lusaka, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, the quality is quite good. I've used other brands, but this is the one, and this is not an advert. This is just my experience and my review from using this spray paint. Yeah, so we're going to start with spraying the bottle. I'm going to spray it white, and then we'll give it some time to dry. Then afterwards, we're going to use the twine. We have twine here that we're going to use on the bottle, and then we'll add the accessory at the end. Yeah, so if you've noticed, for this video I'm using a colorless translucent bottle. That's because I'm using white, so white works better for the translucent bottles. Yeah, so remember, first thing you do is shake. You want to make sure that the spray paint is well shook before you start. And then we'll start with the bottom. Yeah, so we still have a bit of water. Let me just pour that out. Yeah, I was cleaning before I started. Okay, so just spray the base. Okay, so you see here, put a bit more. Okay, so this is how it looks, the first course, and then I'll leave it for now. I don't want to put too much. I already put quite a lot. Yeah, so I'll leave it for about 10 minutes. Oh, it's rolling over. I'll leave it for about 10 minutes to dry, and then I'll put the second coat and possibly also the third coat. Yeah, since it's white, for the base, I think we need to have 3 coats. Yeah, so we can now put the second coat. Again, just make sure to shake, 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 and spray. Okay, and and we put it to rest again, this time for about 5 to 7 minutes. If you have more time, I mean, it's always good to give it a longer time to dry. But for this one, this paint is quite fast drying, so within 5 to 7 minutes, we can put the final coat. Yeah. Alright guys, so we can now put our final coat at the bottom. Remember, shake, 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 and then spray. Yeah. So I think this should be okay. Looks alright. Yeah, looks okay. So this time we're going to let it rest for about 15 minutes. And the reason we're doing this is because afterwards we're going to have to make it stand. And you know, we don't want it to start sticking to the plastic. So we'll leave it for 15 minutes. If you find that you've put it too soon and that it's sticking, don't worry. That happens sometimes, you know. Spray paint is different. Some of it dries fast, some of it doesn't dry fast. Yeah, so sometimes you find that you put it and then it will start sticking, but just leave it. You can just finish the top, and then when you're done you can still go back to the base when the body is dry. You just put it down and spray at the base again to make sure that those parts that may have come out get dry. Yeah, so we wait for about 15 minutes, we wait for this to dry, and then we can start working our way up on the body. Hi guys, so by now the bottle is dry, so we can put it up. So you see it's not getting stuck, then you know that it's dried okay. Yeah, so usually if it's not completely dry, when you do this you find that the plastic comes up with it. Yeah, and then you have some of the plastic sticking to the bottle, and you don't want that. So as much as possible, give it enough time to dry so that you won't have to start going back to redo the work that you've already spent a lot of time doing. Yeah, so now we're going to spray the bottle. Again, what I usually do is I put one finger inside and then I start spinning it round. And when I'm outside, I'm doing it outside in my own time, I go around the bottle. So I just put it stationary and then start spraying it round, round, round. But for the purpose of this lesson, I will just manually take it round. Yeah, I put it here. Please don't put a finger that can easily get stuck, because you don't want a situation where it's, you know, failing to come out. That's happened to me a couple of times, and that's why I'm telling you. Yeah, just try and see which finger would be easy to take out, because sometimes your finger can get stuck and then you have to touch the bottle to remove it and you'll mess up your work. Yeah. Okay, so shake it, push it at a distance, and then we start. Okay, so here we are, we have the first coat. We have about two more coats to go, 2 or 3. We'll see how it will look by the 3rd coat, and then we can decide whether to put the 4th coat or not. So even when you're doing it on your own, you need to be able to make judgment calls. So if I say, 3 coats or 4 coats are the recommended, it's not every time that you have to follow that. You can look at how the bottle is looking, how the bottle is feeling, and you go with that. Yeah. Hi guys, so we can now put the 2nd coat. We'll use the same. I need to use my middle finger. Okay, so we have our 2nd coat. Yeah, this, you can also just spray a bit at the bottom, because sometimes when you're spraying it up and down, the bottom is is left out. Yeah, so you can just spray a bit at the bottom as well, just to make sure that you're not leaving anything out. Just give it a third coat. So guys, it actually is looking pretty okay, even with the third coat. So yeah, I think we will leave it at the third. It's come out pretty strongly. It's looking good. There are no patches anywhere. Yeah, starting to stick a bit because of the plastic, but we'll just move it to where there's lace paint. Yeah, so I'm just going to spray on the top now because we don't need to spray the rest of the body. So I'll just spray on top. So the reason why I do this at the end is because I don't want to to mess it up with dipping the finger. If I did it at the same time with here, every time I put my finger to turn it round, there would be a mess. Yeah, so we'll let it rest a bit. After 5 minutes, again, I will spray the top. Alright guys, so 5 minutes are up. We can now just spray one more time on top. Remember to shake. Yeah, so simple as that. So we're now done with this part. Our bottle is completely sprayed. We'll give it some time to dry, let's say about 20 minutes, so that it's completely dry, and then we can start working with the twine. Hi guys, so now that the paint has dried, we can now start working on the bottle. So our plan is to put the twine here on this part, just about this much. We can try and measure and see how long the letters will be, just to give us an idea what we're looking for. So we want home, right? So H-O-M, H-O-M-E, home. Okay, so we need to mark out where we want the bottle to start and end. So I'll put it a bit down because we need the flower. Put it a bit lower, like this. Then we can mark out where we want it. I want the twine to start and end. So here, this will be our ending point. Then on top here, we have our starting point. Okay, we can put the letters aside, and then we know that this is the part that we want covered in twine. Yeah, so just put the glue around. yeah, so if you want to cut out any protruding parts, you can do that. Yeah, it's really up to you. Okay, so now we can put in the letters. Have our H, and just practice and see where we want them to be. Don't mind my fingers, they've got glue, but yeah, it'll wash off easily. We have the O, we have the M, and we have the E. So you see guys, it's fit just right. Yeah, so that's why it's important to make sure that when you're starting out, you're able to measure. You can put them so that you know exactly how much you need when it comes to the twine. Yeah, so this is okay. And just put this here, put it in place, and then we can start putting the letters. So I'll just put the glue under the H. And then we can add our little flower somewhere just to give it a bit of a pop. Put some glue on the flower. You can use any accessories you like just to make it stand out. Okay, so we can think, where do we put it? Do we put it here? Do we put it at the bottom? Do we put it at the top? So for this one I need to stand up so I can have a view from on top. Okay, put it here, here in the middle, here on the side. So I actually think it looks pretty good on the side here next to the E. So this is where I'm going to put it. Yeah, I'm going to have it right here next to the E. So oh, my pretty flower doesn't stick very easily, so I'm just going to put it. The scissors helps at least to keep it in place. Just stick it there, and then we'll give it some time to dry. Yeah, but this is how it looks like, guys. It's very pretty, very, very pretty. The simple, nice home set that would look very well in someone's home, in your home, in your customer's home, your friend's home. Yeah, so here we see there's some glue. It's going to dry out and then it will be clear. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this lesson and hope you try out something like this. Let me know how it goes.